Hello, happy Tuesday. This is Lynn with Feather Song Crochet coming at you again. And today it's going to be a little continuation on my last video of yarn organizing. And I found a few of my WIPs that I wanted to share and maybe ask what I should do with them. I'm not totally sure. I don't have that many. And then the other part of this video is going to be beginner tips. I teach a beginning crochet class once a week at a little shop here in my town, and the same questions kind of come up over and over again, and they're good. And if you're a beginner, please continue watching, and hopefully no matter where you are along the crochet journey, you can learn a little bit from today's video. So here we go. My first WIP. I'm not sure what I was doing. This is when I first started crocheting a few years ago. And I guess I was gonna have this be a scarf, but it's a little wide and it's not quite long enough, but it might be enough just to, I don't know. I think I might donate this to the homeless shelter here in town. Not sure yet. I'm not sure if it's good enough. It's nice and fuzzy and warm, and I guess I chose it because of the colors. So that's that. And then along that same vein, I have this one, which I did make skinnier, made thinner, and it's kind of in pastel-y colors. Again, it's not very long, but, it's the, did it all in the bean stitch, and, it's enough to keep around your neck. So again, I could donate this, or I could frog it, maybe make something else out of it. I'm not sure. Please comment below on what you think of all these things. And then, I have no idea what I was doing with this, but I loved this yarn. I think I got it from Joann's, and it was just so colorful and so pretty, and it's heavy. This is a heavy thing, and I thought maybe a giant placemat? I don't know. It's just an interesting size. I wonder if I could fold it in triangles, like I've seen some people do, and make like a little bag or something out of it. So I'm not sure about that one. And the last one is this. Again, this was back when I was just making scarves and blankets and not anything else. I've got this, again, the bean stitch. I was really big on the bean stitch when I first started to learn different stitches. And it's kind of a pinky beigey color, and it's soft. It's nice, soft. I'm not sure what yarn this is, some kind of acrylic. And I've only got this much left, so I'm gonna have to, make it different colors, but I don't know whether to continue this with, I just don't know. So let me know what you think, whether I should just continue it on and make it like an Afghan, a lap blanket or something. I don't know. I'm looking for ideas. And the last one, I could not find this last WIP I had. I hid it somewhere, but it was it's a beach cover-up. I saw this pattern on Pinterest, this free pattern, and I thought, oh, that looks perfect. I'm hopefully going to the beach in this coming year, this spring, and I thought, oh, I would love to make my own beach cover-up, and it's made with, I love this cotton in pink, is what I started, and I've only got the front panel done. I can't find it currently. I'm sure it's here somewhere. But that was the other one I had that I'm definitely going to keep at it once I find it. So those are my WIPs. Like I said, I don't have very many because I usually either finish something or frog. You pull something out. It's like, oh, I remember this. So let me know what you think. Okay, now for the second half of this video, I teach at our local crafty kind of shop in town, and once a week they do all kinds of things, but once a week they do crochet, and we kind of found each other, and I said, oh, I would love to teach beginning crochet for you. And so once a week I teach there, and I'm just going to go over some of the common things that the students ask me pretty much week after week. The first one is when I teach them how to do the slip knot, and then we do the foundation chain, because we make basically just a dishcloth, or get them started on the dishcloth. How do you keep the same size chain all the way down. Now I just did this up to show you guys, but as you can imagine, and you've probably taught new people, they'll have a big giant chain and then some tiny ones and then another big giant chain and then another tiny one. So basically what I tell them, I said, there's no secret, you got to practice. Tension is probably the key thing, I think, you need to learn to crochet, and just try to keep it the same. And I said, the easy thing is, you just frog it. If they don't look good, frog it and start over. You know, I love that about crochet. I love that you could just pull on it and it comes out so easily, most yarns. So that was the first question that almost everybody struggles with the first time, of course. You know, it's normal. So I just tell them, watch their tension and to practice, practice, practice. And then also to use the right size hook for the right yarn. Actually, this is my amigurumi hook I use with my cotton. So this is the right hook for this yarn if I'm doing an amigurumi project. But so we talk about, you know, hook sizes, how your hook is if it's too small, it's not going to feel right, it's not going to look right, it's going to be inconsistent. And the same thing if it's too large for your project, it's going to have, you know, big holes in it and not look right. So we talk about that. The next question I always get is, how do you keep your rows even? Because I will show them a sample of a dishcloth that I had made in the past, and I did this for a long time. It would either go like a trapezoid or out this way, and it would get bigger or it would get smaller. And I said, it's kind of a pain, but you either have to use stitch markers to mark the beginning and end of each row, so you know where to start your next row and end that row, or you got to count. Now, if you're making a blanket with 100 foundation chain stitches, then it's going to be harder. You could put a stitch marker every 10 spaces. I used to do that. Sorry, I had to attend to my barking dog, as you heard. So basically, you either got to use the stitch markers to count your rows, or if it's something small, like there's only 30 chains, then you just got to count it, you know, every other time or something to make sure it's even, because nobody wants to work hard on a project and have it come out, you know, wonky like that. So that was my suggestion for that. Now, the question they ask is, what is your favorite yarn? And excuse me, of course, I usually say, depends on the project. Now, I use cotton mostly for my amigurumi. Sometimes I'll use acrylic. I've got a lot of acrylic from Premier. When I made my Annie's Kit Club blanket, which I showed you a couple videos ago, that's all acrylic. I got a lot of that left over, the whites, the grays, the dark grays, and all those neutrals. I got a lot of the yarn left. I like that. I haven't tried a lot of luxury yarn yet, although I must say this cowl that I made a couple months ago, I love. It's so soft and luxurious. It feels very royal. It's called Furl's website. It's Wonder Yarn, W-A-N-D-E-R. And I didn't realize when I organized last week how many different colors I have, but I've got a lot of different colors of this Wonder Yarn. And it's 100% acrylic, but it just feels so nice. Sometimes they'll ask me what my favorite hook is. And actually, I wanted to tell you guys, stay tuned next week for the hook review. I've got several different kinds of hooks that I have strong opinions about. And so if you guys want to tune in next week to watch the hook roundup, we'll do that. And if there's any other questions, or I used to tell my patients, I'm a retired occupational therapist, and I did home health, and I used to tell my patients at the end of the visit, do you have any questions, comments, or concerns? And so that's how I'll probably end today. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please let me know. And please give me a thumbs up if you could, and appreciate any subscribers that are coming on with trying to grow the channel. And I've really enjoyed talking to you today. Hope you have a good week. And next Tuesday, see you then. Bye-bye.